Okay, good morning, everybody. I know my audio totally sucks, but I'm working with the tools that I have, so bear with me here. All right. This particular tutorial, we are going to do some path text. And basically what I'm going to do is make the text come in, do a little loop-de-loop, and come over here. All right, it'll be cute. Here we go. Okay, first off, I'm going to make my text, and it's going to say fall is, actually, I'll do it, Otoño es para la siembra? Is that how you say it? Anyway, if I'm wrong, I'll correct it later. No worries. It says fall is for planting. So I'm going to make this text a little bit bigger. Format. Bigger, bigger, bigger. Right there. And let's just kind of move it here in the center a little bit. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this into a path. And how we do this, I wish there was like a real easy right-click path text or something like that. But you go to Layout. And in here, you have the layout method of type. If you select path, then you can create a path. And down here are your path options. And it starts out with these points that you can move around and adjust and do some fun things with. But I'm not going to mess with those. I'm actually going to make one that's called geometry. And this means that I can make a custom path. And it jumbles everything up, so it's no big deal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Bezier tool, and I'm going to start with a node here. And I'm going to make kind of a little pentagon looking thing. Like that. And then if I click on one of the points and select them all, I can right click and go to smooth. To select all, it's Command A. Alright, so I've got this little roller coaster looking thing, right? And I can move it around. Whoops. Let's get rid of that. Come down here, and here's my Bezier. Alright? I don't want this filled, so I'm actually going to just turn all those options off. I just want the Bezier. Let's do this to kind of straighten this out, make it look a little nicer. There, it's my little roller coaster loop-de-loop. Okay, now if I go back to my text layer, and for shape source, I'm just going to grab Bezier and drop it in there, and here we go. Now from here, I can do the offset and make it actually do the animation of the loop-de-loop, which is what I want to do. So I'm going to start here and set a keyframe. I should probably bring these back to the first frame. So let's get rid of this keyframe here. Oh wait, no, it's on the beginning, so we're good. Alright, so I have a keyframe, and I'm going to make it go 15 frames in, and we'll make it do the loop-de-loop, and we'll make it slow down right there, alright? So 15 frames in, and then we'll go to... We'll add another second. Let's go 1 second 15 and make it finish that up. Okay, now let's look at our animation spline. So we've got a constant here. So I'm going to ease both. No, I don't want to ease both. Let's ease this in. Let's see how that looks. That's kind of what I want. So there we go. That's how we do the path text. Now on this particular one, I'm going to make a mark and have this be the build-in optional. I usually do optional build-ins rather than mandatory. I know I should probably use a mandatory in this case because I want that animation all the time, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. This is supposed to signify leaves being blown in the wind. And actually, another thing I could do is if I remove this, then I just kind of have an automatic like that. That's a little smoother. I'm going to leave it like that. And let's bring this back a bit. Wait, I didn't want to adjust the actual place of it. Let's bring it back a bit. Let's bring this back with it. I think that'll work. Okay. So that's my title. And now I'm going to put it into the commercial. But all I wanted to do was show you how to get to the path. So basically you build your text. You're going to go to layout, choose the layout method to path. And then in this particular case, because I did that little loop-de-loop, you can do this with just about any shape. I created a Bezier, and then I changed the path shape here to geometry. And then took that Bezier and dropped it into this source. That way I could make it follow whatever path I wanted. All right, thanks very much for watching. Hope you got something out of this one. Thank you.